morning. Welcome to my life in lockdown. I want to show you what it's been like for me where I've been hiding out during this lockdown and kind of what I've been doing to get through it, stay sane, and actually I'm kind of enjoying it. First, I'm gonna have a shower. So behind me is the view that I've been waking up to every morning, and as you can hear, beautiful bird sounds as well. I guess I shouldn't be lazy though, and I should make up this bed. Okay, I feel like I should start with a little bit of a disclaimer that I have been living in a very privileged form of lockdown. As you'll see throughout this video, I am staying in an absolute beautiful location. I'm currently residing in northern New South Wales, just out of Byron Bay. And as I know a lot of you aren't from Australia, just a bit of context, the state of New South Wales has been in lockdown for over 3 weeks now. I happen to be up here visiting a friend, Kirsten, who you're about to meet shortly, when the lockdown started, and I'm so fortunate that Kirsten was okay with me staying, and the owners of this property where she rents were also okay with me staying here. So I'm incredibly grateful for that. If you're wondering where Occy is, because he's not currently with me, he's inside at Kirsten's place. He's actually become a little bit obsessed with her. Let's go find them and I'll introduce you. So this is Kirsten's cute little van Lola. And here is the entrance. As you can see, I've made myself right at home because I'm drying my clothes on the deck. How is this view from Kirsten's deck? And we've actually been doing quite a lot of yoga here. Kirsten is actually a yoga instructor, which has also been a big benefit for me. Oh, hello. I was just telling everyone about your love affair. Hey, Ock.
Are you in love with me, Occy?
Are you choosing to stay with Kirsten over me out in the van at the moment?
I think he is. Oh, God. In the face. Calm down. Okay.
Everyone, meet Kirsten. Although some of you actually will recognise Kirsten because when Lee and I visited Australia in 2019, Kirsten and her then boyfriend Sean came camping with us. We actually did the Aussie slang, which was a lot of fun. And so Kirsten and I have been friends through Lee since then, and really over the last, well, now we've been forced to lock down together, which has been actually really nice because it's been a chance to connect and, you know, kind of reminisce on a lot of good memories with Lee. And yeah, it's just been a really nice time, and it's kind of helped keep us both positive through lockdown. Of course.
Otherwise, I would have been in this tiny home all by myself in lockdown.
And instead she's
and now I have a doggy.
And instead she's had Occy here.
But the dog.
And me as well. So I was thinking, if Kirsten's up for it, I'd love to give you all, or let Kirsten give you all a tour of her tiny house because, as I mentioned before, she's renting it, and I think it's a great way to kind of get a feel for what it's like living in one before you kind of go out there and make that big purchase. So, happy?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so first is the living room.
Yeah.
/ wardrobe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the thing, like when I had to think about how much stuff I had, and I didn't really have that much stuff. It was more, I had a lot of clothes. So I put up a rack here for my nice dresses and coats and all that jazz. And then this is technically the living room space. So this is my sofa / if I have a friend over and they want to stay, then they can sleep here. And then come to my office / cinema.
We've been watching a lot of movies and stuff.
We've been watching a lot of movies. The nightly ritual is we sit there and then we have the film going on here, but then also during the day it's my office space. So it's kind of like 2 in 1. And then this is the kitchen, which I think is just pretty amazing actually for a tiny home. Planning a space and moving around, you can kind of coordinate with 2 people here. This is my oven.
Yeah, which we haven't really used yet.
I've made you sweet potato chips.
Oh yeah, sorry. We have used that.
And then here's my bathroom.
And so this isn't fully off grid, is it? Like it's connected to the mains power and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I still feel like I'm living in the bush wild a bit, you know, coming from London. Okay, so now we go up to the boudoir, the bedroom. So here are the stairs and also storage. So my clothes because I mean, come on, girls gotta have enough space for all her clothes. Don't look in there; it's actually quite messy.
Okay.
Hey, Ock. And then sometimes when I'm really lucky at night, I have Occy staying with me when Max is working. So then Occy comes running up the stairs when he knows it's bedtime.
Do you want to get Occy up there?
Occy, come. Come. Come on, baby. Come on. Come up the stairs. Come. Come on. Oh, well done. And then last big one. Big one. Come on. Big one. Yes. And then here is my bedroom. And I've got a mosquito net because the mosquitoes are terrible here. And, but it also looks really cute.
Occy, you're kind of blocking the view here, mate. Lie down, Ock.
Occy, down. So yeah, the only thing is that it's not very tall, so it's a little bit like, you know.
Yeah, it's cozy.
It's pretty cozy. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Do you think Occy and yourself are ready for a bit of a fashion show? Because the gym plus coffee clothes have arrived.
Oh yeah, we're ready. We can rate it.
After the fashion show, Kirsten and I might be doing a bit of yoga on the deck. As I mentioned, Kirsten's a yoga teacher. Because of the lockdown, she actually hasn't been able to work doing her normal yoga classes, but instead she's been able to focus on the online work that she does with yoga. And Kirsten actually has a YouTube channel where she goes through a lot of different yoga classes. She films it out on this deck, so it's in a beautiful spot with really nice bird sounds and everything in the background. It's very relaxing, and I was actually in one of the last videos, so you may have seen me put that up on my Instagram. But I will link Kirsten's YouTube channel here. If any of you want to go over, I highly encourage you to check out some of the videos. And she also does meditation exercises as well. So a really good thing during COVID and during lockdown, just to help calm your mind and everything. We're laughing at Occy just being a perfect little model there. Are you guys excited to be my judges for my first ever try on?
We're very excited.
So I want to say a huge thank you to Gym Plus Coffee. I am stoked that they are sponsoring today's video. Not only do the Irish have great accents, but they also make great athleisure clothing. And with me getting more into exercise regularly, it's awesome to be sent some clothes and try them on for you guys. Okay, you ready?
All right, we're ready.
Okay, coming out one item at a time.
Oh, that's nice, Max.
This is the Sector T in white. Actually, it's super comfortable. You feel that?
Yeah, it looks comfy. Oh, yeah.
So judges, what are your scores?
What do we think? Yeah, I thought the same.
So next up, we have the Chill hoodie in metal blue. And I think this is just going to become an everyday wear for me. I don't think I need to be doing exercise while I wear this one. It's really comfy. Do you like it?
I like it, yeah.
Scores?
Yep, I heard. Yep, got it.
Now, I have to say, I don't often exercise in pants because I do get very hot. But these feel super lightweight.
Yeah, I like it. Can you squat in there? That's a Malasana pose right there in yoga. Yeah, perfect. They look great.
Judges?
10.
And finally, now I don't think the Irish have the same weather we've got here in Byron Bay. But the beanie in grey.
Yes, I think that's
finishes
that's
the look.
Vibe. Yeah, finishes it off.
Okay.
Nice.
Final scores, judges.
What about the beanie? Okay. 10.
Okay, judges, thank you. You were very generous.
Bye.
Okay, I'm a bit hot in these, but a little bit more info about Gym Plus Coffee. So what really appealed to me about Gym Plus Coffee is that they have a really strong focus on community and making life richer together. They're also heavily focused on sustainability, with the planning for a sustainable future being one of their key foundations. And they are on track to have 30% of their range fully sustainable by the end of the year. Whether you're working out, lounging around the house, or on the move constantly, Gym Plus Coffee has you covered for all occasions. Choose from their charger, commuter, or relaxer collection to find what suits you. And shopping for their clothes is easy. Shop online via their dedicated sites in the US, Australia and New Zealand, the UK and Europe. Make sure you click the link in my description and use the code Occy to get 20% off your first order with Gym Plus Coffee. I definitely recommend the hoodie. You won't regret it. Good morning from the surf car park. Today I actually have some van build projects planned and they're probably going to take me the next couple of days. But beforehand, Occy and I have been spending a lot of time at the beach. Kirsten as well has been getting involved and we're hoping today for some surf. Either way, there's a really nice dog beach here. Before we jump in, I wanted to say some of you are probably wondering whether I've been working my paramedic shift still up here. The beauty of the fact that I'm casual for the state of New South Wales is that I can work anywhere. So I've actually been working more than full-time hours since I've been here. I've been doing 3 to 4 shifts a week, which has been amazing. Everyone up here is so friendly and so welcoming. So I'm loving working up here and I feel very lucky to still be able to work. And that's one of the reasons there's been a bit of delay in getting this video out because yeah, I have been working so much because in my first few months, I'm on probation. So I've got to make sure I hit a certain amount of shifts. And yeah, it's going really well. I've actually taken the last week off though, which is why some of you are probably noticing this facial hair going just for a bit of a break and also to get these projects done, get the video done, and because I really wanted to get it out there for you guys. All right, I think Oc's ready for the beach. We'll see you in a bit. So a lot of you will know that I have been leaving this area at the front of the van kind of till last because initially I was going to put a swivel seat in there. I've changed my mind. I'm actually going to build a wall. I'm going to build a wall because I want to keep the double passenger seat. Occy loves lying across it and it also allows me to have 2 passengers, which is really nice when friends come to visit. I'm going to do a bit of a feature wall. I've been working on it for a few days. I'm excited for how it's coming along. Today, I'm going to spend the rest of the day building it up.
You hold on so tight, open up your eyes. This is our time, can't let it pass us by. Gotta let go, you gotta let go, you gotta let go.
And even though this wall's going to be pretty solid, I want to allow some natural light to still come in from the front. I also want to be able to do my head check from the driver's seat there. So I'm going to build a window.
Sometimes you can't see how good it is to be free. All that we need, eyes closed, fall into me. Gotta let go.
Okay, so I'm up to doing the frames for the window and you'll recognize I've kind of done this frame all around the van and I feel like it gives it a really nice look around the window edges. What I do normally is I use liquid nails and I nail gun it also just to hold it in place. And you might be thinking, where am I going to get an air compressor from? You're probably not thinking that because I'm in a house, they might have an air compressor. They don't. However, one thing that I've been doing in my downtime is I installed a little something in the side of the van here. Now that sound is actually an ARB air compressor that I've added to the van. And it's not just for using an air nailer, although that is super handy. It's actually so I can pump up all of my tires remotely. If I go off-road, I can let them down and then pump them up with the air compressor. Pretty cool. Well, it is another cracker morning here. I am back on the feature wall. I've decided that from here on out, I'm not going to show you any more of the build process because I kind of want to wow you with the end result. I'm very, very happy with how it's coming along. I think it looks so good in the van. And whilst I was working here, I was kind of just appreciating the beautiful weather, the beautiful spot that I'm in. And, you know, without really thinking too much about it, I actually realized that I'm really content at the moment and really happy. And considering where I was, you know, kind of 5 months ago, I'm just so grateful that I am in this place kind of physically and mentally, because I just didn't think that I would be able to get back to here, especially this soon. So yeah, I'm just feeling really good. And I definitely think that Lee is up there and looking over all of us and making sure we're all okay. So please continue to be kind to yourselves and each other. I know I'm super privileged to be in such a good situation. I know so many of people are less fortunate, but yeah, I'm just really appreciating the little things, and hopefully you can too. Now, I'm well aware that I said I wouldn't check in with you until the end of the project. It is 99.9% complete. Turns out I was a little bit further away from the end when I talked to you last. I was a bit ahead of myself. I'm hand sawing a lot of the cuts and it's a bit of a work of love, but it's coming up schmicko. I just wanted to show you Occy because, as usual, it's a hot day today. It's probably like high 20s, and Occy had the choice out of lying in the shade or the sun. So there's his water bowl, his leash or leg rope, and just choosing the sunbake as per usual, eh? Also couldn't extend that leg rope any further. That's right, buddy. You get the first step.
Just taking it in, yeah, this feeling. We got some kind of magic. And it's like we've always had it. We've always had it.
And just like that, it is done. Like every single job I've ever taken on in building a van, it was harder than I thought it was going to be. But this area has turned from the ugliest part of the van in my mind to now probably my favorite. I love the feature wall. I'd be really interested to hear what you guys think. A lot of you know I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so hopefully you'll notice that all of the wood grain patterns continue through up to the top. They're all the same pieces, just that little extra icing on the cake there. The hardest part by far was doing the door. It shuts with it's got a magnet there to keep it shut, and then I'm also going to have something to hold it open, but it conceals all my bedding during the day, and it's got a double bonus that when all the bedding's there, with the heat of the day, a lot of heat comes through that front of the van, and this works as insulation to stop a lot of that heat transfer. And then the same goes for the wall itself. I can feel in the cab, it's a few degrees hotter for sure than just on the other side. And then once I also add a block out blind, that's going to be a really good way to stop heat coming through during summer and also trap heat in when I've got the heater going in winter. Really pumped about this, as you can tell. And I've got some other good news. I wanted you to be the first to hear it. We are officially out of lockdown as of tonight. We just got the news that the lockdown is ending for the North Coast. Unfortunately for a lot of the other areas like Sydney and Melbourne, where Mum is, my brother Tom is as well, and his family, they're all still in lockdown at the moment. So I'm really thinking about those guys. But for us up here, it means that we're free to move around again. There's obviously still going to be some restrictions, but it means that we can get back on the road. I'm going to stay in this area for a little while. I've still got friends to see and I've got shifts to work with paramedics. I've actually got a night shift tonight, so I've got to start getting ready for that. But I've said it a couple of times in this video, I've been so lucky with where I've been locking down, and I'm so grateful to Kirsten and the owners of this property, Gada and Kamal, for letting me stay here. Love that I got the wall done. You might have seen I have put up a couple of the fake plants as well. I have not finished those back wall struts yet. I know that will be killing some of you. I'm sorry that that hasn't been done, but yeah, it just feels good to be feeling good again. And on the note of feeling good, I did want to say one final thing. September is Suicide Prevention or Suicide Awareness Month, and even though that this is a topic that needs to be discussed year round and really normalized, I wanted to quickly take this opportunity to say that if you are not feeling good, please reach out to someone, whether it be a therapist or someone you love. Let them know, because you are not in it alone. And same goes that if you have a loved one that you've noticed has gone quiet, just check in with them and make sure they're doing okay. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. All right, bye.
We'll always have